So, Brian, I understand from reading your stuff that you don't think the Biden administration putting trillions of dollars into entitlement programs, which they are or want to, is really going to help poverty. Am I right?
Right. Look at the last 70 years, Bill. There has been barely a movement at all in our poverty rate, despite all the efforts, all the government assistance. So we do not believe that. We believe in teaching a person to fish, and we want everybody to be part of our system, which is about wealth creation, including poor people.
All right. So, wealth creation, that sounds too general to me. So, you got a guy in the state prison in North Carolina where you live. All right. He's a pretty rough guy. He doesn't have much education, much motivation. You know how it is. Not all convicts are like that, but a lot of them are. What do you tell him to turn him around?
We teach them how to start a small service business for $500 or less. Most entrepreneurs, including myself, started with very little capital. And when they get out, Bill, newsflash, they're not getting a job, period. They're going to put their application in, it's going to be thrown in the garbage. I've been doing this for 29 years, and I'm glad that people are coming around to second chances. And I believe, of course, I believe in it, what I've done, but they're not going to get jobs. So as entrepreneurs, we believe in helping them to start their own business and create wealth. That's what we're doing.
What percentage of convicts would you say are interested in doing that, as opposed to those who are just going to get out and go back to a life of crime?
Yeah, I'm not dodging your question, but some quick data. For every 10 people who come through our program, 7 will complete it, and about half of those guys, Bill, will start businesses. So we're batting about 300. The point is this: when people get out of prison, if they don't have a viable alternative to starting their life, they are going back to prison. They don't have a choice. Most people don't know, Bill, really. They have a hard time getting housing, getting jobs. So we got to level that playing field. But here's the thing. Your intro is hard to follow. You're unbelievable. But here's the thing. How do we get poor people to be part of the capitalist system? The capitalist system over 15,000 years, name a better system. You cannot do that. You can't. But there are negative externalities to capitalism. We've got to be realistic, because the other guys on the other side of the fence are like, hey, it's a level playing field. Everything's wonderful. And I'm like, no, it's not wonderful. Most people who are born into poverty will die in poverty. So we need to teach people early on how to get out. And our program, Inmates to Entrepreneurs, is one way.
Okay, but there are two aspects to that because I taught poor kids in high school. Okay, so some of the people that you deal with, the convicts, are so damaged emotionally, psychologically, because of their upbringing, it's almost impossible to make them motivated to help themselves. Am I wrong there?
No, absolutely. By the way, I don't want to get into it too much. It's a little bit maudlin. We're not going to do that. You are absolutely right. If you look statistically at this group of people, they have had very adverse childhood experiences. Absolutely. I was born, a little rough town, a little bit rough part of the town, but I had a father who cared about me. And that made all the difference in the world. And you are absolutely right. These people, some of them will not make it, but we are obligated to try to help them make it.
Okay, so you want to give everybody a pathway, and it's whether they choose it or not, and that's a free society. But Biden will tell you, hey, because of slavery, 1619, because of all of this cultural deprivation, the federal government now has to make it right, reparations. We got to give these people stuff. So the convict who does his time walks out, here's a check for $5,000 or whatever it may be. This is what the progressive left wants to do. What's wrong with that?
Well, look, if you're sick, and this is a bad analogy probably, but if you're sick and I give you a tablespoon of medicine and it doesn't help you get a little bit better, why are we giving more to you? Look at the policies over the last 70 or 80 years. And the social welfare net, we need that. We got people who need help at the lowest rungs. But getting them out of that, it's not going to be through government initiatives. It's going to be through early education. And again, teaching people to fish, be part of the capitalist system. But the bottom line, look, since FDR, maybe earlier than that, those policies just haven't worked. Our level of poverty is almost exactly the same as it was in 1932.
All right. So I agree with you. All government handouts, all they are is a Band-Aid, and a lot of times that money is wasted. How can
Hey,
people, go ahead.
Bill, I'm going to interrupt Bill O'Reilly. I love this. One time. Remember, though, Bill, to your point, and it was good, it really was, that does not recuse us of the responsibility to help these people.
I agree
Absolutely.
with you.
And I think too many people on that side of the fence are like, hey, everything's wonderful. Everything's wonderful for you in the burbs when you had a father, you had a mother,
That's
and
right.
you had a middle income family. That's not a level playing field.
Where can people reach you, Brian?
BrianHamilton.org. I don't know who it's named for, but BrianHamilton.org. And we are the funder of inmates2entrepreneurs.org. I'm an entrepreneur. I was in software. I sold a business, and we're here to help.
All right, Brian, we appreciate it. You're a good guy. Keep doing what you're doing. Thanks for helping us out tonight. Fellow Americans, I am concerned about the US dollar. Huge debt, as you know. Will it stay as the world's reserve currency? That's why now more than ever, I recommend you diversify with gold and silver. And the only company I recommend, and have for years, is American Hartford Gold. I trust them. I've personally done business with them. They sell physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA. And they make it very easy. So call them right now. Make sure you tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they will give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. Since I have been recommending American Hartford Gold, gold shot up more than 40%. Silver, more than 60%. So don't wait. Call them now. 866-501-5201. 866-501-5201. Or text Bill to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201, or text Bill to 65532. Bill O'Reilly here. Thank you for watching this video, and make sure you subscribe to the First TV YouTube page. Just hit the big red subscribe button below, and you'll get clips and highlights of my program, The No Spin News, every single day. We'll see you soon.